All right. We are finally live. Well, it's been a difficult thing we've been trying to fight with over here with the spam and all of the nonsense, but we are finally live. Well, I see that, but they also don't want me um, trending right now or doing anything else. Yeah, we've been sitting here trying to fight all this stuff all day. It's just a pain in the butt dealing with it. My screen is frozen for some reason. I'm coming in all choppy for no reason. Hopefully they're able to fix whatever this is that's going on. On my end, it's perfect, but I guess you guys are probably seeing something different on your side. Pay my Wi-Fi bill. My Wi-Fi is perfect. I have an excellent connection. This isn't coming from me at all. So are you guys seeing anything that's not working correctly on your end? It's coming in like a slideshow, right? That shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening at all. You hear my voice, but it's looking choppy, right? Now, why is that? That's some technical issues that they're having right now. Hold on. There might not be anything I can do for it right now. Is it a little bit better, or is it still doing? Yeah, it's got to be still doing it because they said I'm good now. I don't. It don't seem like I'm good. I'm sitting here. Okay, that looks a little bit better. All right. I think maybe we can get things moving now. We had to waste 4 minutes to get this done. 4 minutes. Now let's get to the game. And if anybody want to get in here, they can. All right. That's very interesting that you said that because the Clippers are the one complaining about the foul calls. Paul George came out and said this was some home cooking. Some home cooking. They only had 11 foul calls on them the entire night, the 76ers. While 19 fouls was called against the Yep, 19 fouls was called against the Clippers. Well, are you from Philly? Because if you're from Philly, this might benefit you. I don't think the field, I don't think that this was a referee decided game. Some calls were bad, but I think it was they got out hustled tonight. Philly changed their whole way of playing. Today they tried some new things. They put Ben Simmons in a situation where he was offensive more on the outside. They let Joel Embiid post up a little bit more. They changed it up and confused the Clippers because they're used to playing Philly a certain way. This game was played a lot differently than they usually play. I'm going to send you guys the invite key so you guys can get in here if you want to come in and talk. Yes, he's a role player. That's all Paul George is. He's overpaid and overrated. Always been the kind of guy that folds. He's not a number one. He's a number two. Al has never been the problem. I don't know why everyone think it was bad calls on both sides last night. I think it kind of went. Everything was going towards Philly, and that's cool. They're the home team, but if you're the Clippers, you got to overcome that. What do you think? I mean, that's Philly. What do you think is going to happen when you play the Lakers? You expecting a fair game in the playoffs? You're going to have to learn how to deal with those adverse situations and learn how to come out on top, even though those situations might go bad for you. Yep. So the link is there. If people want to get in, you can come in and join the chat anytime you want. Well, I think they made sure tonight they're having some technical difficulties, I guess, because their notifications aren't flying out. But as promised, I was going to go live today and give people the chance to clock in. I never understood certain things that just were laid out and just seem to be laid out to be laid out. It's like, why are we sitting here dealing with all of these different like stances and all these different personas and storylines that don't mean anything. It's like it got to come down to basketball. And when you look at the execution, this is why I was worried about Morris being on the Clippers. Yeah, he can shoot the three from a high percentage and all that, but you lose a lot of athleticism that I felt that you have with Mo Harkless. He's not going to score a lot. He's not going to shoot you well, but you don't need that. Morris is going to come in and he's going to shoot when he's not supposed to shoot. He's too temperamental. And Joel Embiid got in his head. He got in his head early and trying to make him be tough and trying to prove himself against Embiid and trying to challenge him at the rim. And it's all kind of goofiness that was happening. I said that about Morris, and it ain't take 2 games, and he already finna get into it mentally and is not locked in. What's gonna happen in the Lakers game with him and LeBron? It's a matter of time. Him and LeBron are there, and they gonna lock down and get caught into some type of entanglement, and LeBron to have him suspended for a game. That wouldn't happen with Harkless. No, Morris is there so he wouldn't go to the Lakers. They didn't want Morris on the Lakers. The key to beating the Lakers is trying to keep them with the same team they got now. Because LeBron is the kind of person that will bring the self-doubt in. You don't need, sometimes it's too much scoring. You need defense. You need guys that's out there that's long defenders. And I'll grant it, he can defend and everything, but he also is a liability athletically on some of these guys, these big men who are shooting the basketball. Some guys can get their shots off on Morris. He's not as quick on his feet like that. Right now, they're showing a special where Anthony Davis went and got a tattoo of a black mamba on his leg. Him and LeBron went into the same tattoo person and had them hit them up with tattoos of black mambas on their body for Kobe. It's not for Kobe, it's for you. Yeah. Oh, that's how it went, man. Yeah. So, like I said, if you guys want to get in, the link is here to get in. They didn't send the notifications out, so many people don't know that I'm live. The people that normally show up here and go live. So they're gonna be pretty ticked off. Daz Diggity is here though. He might get in. No. I didn't believe that. You don't need a rim protector. Well, if you was on my Patreon, you will see we addressed the entire. We addressed the whole entire Dwayne Wade and why he's doing what he's doing. We can't get into that over here. My thing is, and not everybody's a scorer. You know, like they make it look like scoring is the only things people are good for. It's only one basketball. You need people to play roles. Harkless knew his role. Well, I like the way the 76ers changed it up. I saw they whole offensive sets they ran. They actually ran offensive sets and they let Ben Simmons shoot the basketball. He was attacking them from different positions. And when the jump shot wasn't falling, because he actually went and attempted to be offensive early from the outside. And people was buying in a little bit like, whoa, he's going to come at us from the outside. And Joel Embiid didn't shoot that many threes. He went inside. He let Big Al, go out there and do that and go to the top of the key and beat Big Al. And then defensively, then you let Big Al beat Big Al. And that's what you got to do. Let the people play the roles that they're there to play. When you go out and try to change the narratives for yourself, then things get out of hand. Yeah, my thing is he's still mourning Kobe. Then he goes out and have 33 against some bum team. And it's like, oh, the king is back. And you know, it's all politics. We know it. It's sickening to watch if you're a fan of the game, but it is what it is. How do you call a man who just won an NBA championship last year a choker? I don't get it. Well, the Clippers never adjusted to me. That's what I'm saying. Even though Paul George is crying about the referees, even though they're crying about the referees, to me, it hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you want to get in here and talk, let me know. You want to talk about the Clippers? Come on with it. Of course he's choked in the playoffs. That's why no one's depending on him. They depended on him for the first 3 quarters and just play some defense. They're not depending on him to go far or do anything else. That's Lou's job, that's Harrell's job, and that's Kawhi's job. The fourth quarter is theirs. It don't matter what position they're ranked. They could be 8th. Kawhi don't care. His mentality is you're not going to beat us 4 times in a series. Not going to happen. He's not going to lose 4 times in a series. And that's just how he looks and approach the games. He takes one game at a time, and then his mindset is we're going to win the next game. And they don't feel no team could really beat them 4 times. But they're not the champions yet. They're not even in the playoffs yet. So they can't act like they're champions and they've done it already if they haven't done it. That's why Kawhi is like so focused because the job ain't done. Well, maybe you missed Paul George's post-game interview where he said it was some home cooking tonight, 19-11. 11 fouls were called on the 76ers all game. And 19 were called on their team, this Clippers. No, they'll be all right. Playoff P has arrived. Oh, let him tone back down. We don't need him in there. All right. Well, I'm not going to keep this long. I kept this open for someone to come in if they wanted to talk. But I guess since they didn't send out notifications, people didn't get a chance to come in here and talk. So I'll just keep uploading the Patreon. Get y'all ready for the next thing. Yeah, they needed it. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Most guys are looking for the All-Star break. They're not trying to harm themselves. They played lethargic tonight, and it showed. You proud of Houston tonight? Well, they did pretty good for themselves. But let me get up out of here, man. Thanks for tuning in. All those who did, you can hit the Cash App up. Carcino's the name on the Cash App. Definitely do that and support the page. Oh yeah, Twizzo, it's all fire, and we just getting started.